Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Rebecca Austin, and on this channel, we talk about all things Kajabi, marketing, and growing your online business. Now today, I want to talk just a little bit about coaching inside Kajabi and answer all of your pressing questions that may not have been addressed on my previous videos where I was introducing you to the new coaching program. Now, as a coach myself, this one was super exciting when they launched it, and I was super honored to be able to beta test this for them. There were a few things there were some questions that came up that I wanted to clarify with you that not only have come up for me when I first got started, but also with some of my other clients or from some of you that you have posted on the YouTube channel in the comment section. So the first big one that is the most pressing was about the offers and how to grant access to the new coaching product. So if you're unfamiliar with Kajabi, the way Kajabi works typically is that your products, you get access or you grant access to your audience through the offers. So in order for someone to get access to a product, they do have to have an associating offer or offers that product is attached to. Now, one of the previous problems that we had in earlier development with Kajabi was that it's designed originally to be an online training platform for knowledge commerce. And typically, you're not going to buy the same online program more than once. So the offers previously were locked in that if someone tries to buy the same offer more than once, it would basically lock you out so that you couldn't buy that offer more than once. So with coaching, though, that opened up a whole new set of questions and kind of a can of worms as far as the offer to product was concerned, because you may want to sell a 5-package coaching or a 10-session package coaching or whatever session packages that you've put together inside Kajabi for your products. And if they've completed the first session and they want to do another block of sessions, how do we do that? Do we have to have another whole product? Do we have to have a whole bunch of offers for the upsells? And it started to seem like it was going to be a little bit complicated. Now, the good news is that when I tested this, and I talked to Kajabi specifically about this, that with the coaching program, we do not have that issue. So if you have a client who purchased a 10-session package, for example, and they use your offer that is set up for the full pay or the payment plan or whatever it is that you've set up for your offers, and they want to extend and buy another 10 sessions, they can purchase the exact same offer again. And what will happen is when they purchase it the second time, their product will stay the same. It just tacks those on below their previous 10 sessions or 5 sessions or whatever number that you've set up. So that was super exciting because it means then that we don't have to consistently be adding more and more products every time that we want someone to upsell or get access to additional coaching sessions. So along those lines, though, say you have someone who is doing, I'll just stick with the same example of 10 sessions, and they get to the end and they just want to tack on one more. Or maybe there's been circumstances that I've had with some clients where they got interrupted in the middle of a session for emergency reasons, and we weren't able to complete that session, but we had already marked it in the 10 that were available, and I want to give them an additional session. Or maybe they want to purchase an additional session. They don't want another whole package. They just want one more. Well, the great thing about that is we do then have the ability to set up a single session coaching product. It does take another product, but you can do a single session product inside your Kajabi dashboard. And that way, then you can use that and have an offer set up for a single session that you can grant access, and they would be able to get the additional session. They can do all of the normal things like we usually do within the coaching, which is scheduling. If you're attaching it to your calendar, you can add the resources and the agenda and all of the things that are the benefits inside coaching. So that was the second thing was, how do we then add if it's just one session or we just want to tack on one extra session? And that's how you would do that. Now, the other question that we have then is about how do I share notes or have information back and forth. With the current coaching program, because this is the first launch, it just came out. Now, changes in the future. Who's to say what Kajabi is going to do in the future? And with coaching being such an important back and forth conversation, I'm sure that there's going to be some updates that go along with future releases to the Kajabi product. Right now, the notes section for both you and your client are private, meaning that what I type into my notes section, they can't see, and what they type in their notes section, I can't see. Now, there's benefits to that, and I really love that feature because that means that I can keep some notes in there that are private, that I don't necessarily want them to know all of the details that I'm putting in there for maybe some future recommendations or some questions that I want to ask them to help them to really go deeper on the next session, or anything that may be pertaining to a private note taking as far as that's concerned. However, we always then do want to have some additional notes that we share. So how are we going to work that? Well, the best thing that's worked for me so far is we just simply upload a link or connect a Word document or a Google Doc. Now, preferably, I like to use the Google Doc because that way, this is one that is live and ongoing and back and forth. So if we connect that with them where they have access to a Google Doc, you can now have those notes. Now, the resources section, though, does not allow us to upload a link. So what we do there is I'll upload a document that has the link so that it's referenced there, along with some other notes as far as key recommendations for success. So this is one of the things I like to do with my clients is I'll have my Welcome to Coaching intro document that basically goes through the steps to success, how they can better engage and get the most out of this coaching program. Here's the link to our share document for notes that we want to have back and forth. Other resources like recording replays or worksheets or anything like that can also then get uploaded into that resource section. And that way then everything that they need to be successful inside the coaching program is right there. So those are just a few quick questions that I had that came up recently. So hopefully you found that beneficial. And if you're not already using the coaching program inside Kajabi, I encourage you to go check it out. Now, if you have other questions associated with the Kajabi coaching program or anything else Kajabi, feel free to drop it in the comments below. I'll be happy to address them. And if it's something that takes a little bit deeper explanation, I'll be sure to add that to my list for an upcoming tutorial video. So thanks so much for watching. I'll look forward to hearing more about how you're liking the Kajabi program or the coaching program inside Kajabi. Be sure to also check out my website at striveforsavvy.com, where we have some really great additional tutorials and resources to help you in your journey.